Actually, what nobody knows too is that the Belfast shipyard is actually, like I said, it used to be LS Slate or Lucifer Star Slate. The water used to be about 500 feet yeah, it's 30 miles basically down, but basically 500 or 800 feet. The water was 800 feet lower in the down, and basically it was LS Slate pretty much, and it became LC. It became LS and LC Slate, basically, and pretty much, like I say, we were attacked. It was a bunch of Irishmen and maybe some Chinese and some other people, and we were attacked by the blacks, I believe. And well, they said they were the Germans, but they're not. I don't think they were the Germans, because the Germans, we got along with the Germans just fine. I mean, they said the Germans were attacking, but I really don't think Germany wouldn't attack. I mean, not like that. I mean, the German people were really smart and really advanced and really cool. So, anyway, and it was just a bunch of Irishmen up on this mountain. And, it's a big old slate quarry. And like I say, it was actually a citadel. It actually, if I remember right, and you might even say that the Irish attacked, really, and it used to be a German citadel. Like I said, it used to be this giant German citadel. Like there was all this stuff. The water used to be way down. The whole area used to be this great big citadel, and the water was like 800 or a couple miles lower, like 2 miles lower or something like that. It used to be like this high mountain, like Belfast used to be this high mountain citadel, basically, with these great big huge like rock walls, rock face, and it was a great big slate quarry, basically, the whole thing. And there used to be towns and communities. Like if you drop the water down like 2 miles, I think it's 2 miles. It's at least 1,700 feet or something like that, or I mean 2,700 feet. But I think they said it was 2 miles the water came in. Like the water came in 2 miles, but the whole valley and everything else like that used to be farmland and all that. And the Belfast shipyard used to be up on this high mountain, basically. Yeah, I think it was a high mountain or whatever. Anyway, the whole thing is all full of catacombs and everything else like that. It used to be like this area, and they used to have like this port and stuff like that, and used to be like there used to be even a cannon thing. If you go down from the Belfast city, there used to be like a cannon mount and stuff like that, because they could shoot down in the valley because people would attack it and stuff like that. And it was basically the Irish and the German stronghold, or the German stronghold, basically. Well, they said it was a German stronghold, or citadel, basically. It used to be a citadel like thousands of years ago, like an old ancient citadel. And the Germans used it, and then I believe the Irish used it. So anyway, that's the Belfast city is right on top and stuff like that. And we used to quarry out the slate and stuff like that. And used to be a whole bunch of towns and slate villages. Like if you drop down from the Belfast shipyard, if you start at the Belfast shipyard and you drop down, I think there's a big valley out there or something like that, and there used to be all these houses and stuff, and there used to be farmland out there, thousands of years ago, like 40,000 years ago or something like that, or I don't know, a couple million years ago. Anyway, there's a lot of wars and stuff as the blacks, because the blacks were raiding and stuff, and the Germans, Anyway, I was leading the Germans back then. I'm not exactly sure. I think I was leading the Germans. I've been with the Irish for a long time, though. A really long time. Like I say, the Irish, they just wanted to live. And along with everyone else, and the Germans were the same way, and the Chinese. Once they joined me, it's like, like I say, I was really cool. I'd give away the slate, or people would steal the metal. And back in the old days, they used to steal, they used to trade slate for metal, and people would, because rather than actually using the chisel yourself, it's a lot easier to have a big operation do it. So I owned LS slate and LC slate. So it's a joke. So anyway, I owned the citadel that was the German stronghold. Well, Germany, but anyway. So anyway, yeah, I think Germany had to do with germination back then, or something. We had plants or whatever, and so we germinated plants, or germinate. I think back then our specialty was germinating seeds and stuff. So I did slate and seeds, basically. I think they called it slate and seeds or whatever like that. LS slate and seeds. So anyway, and that was my Belfast shipyard, and we used to make seeds. Well, because we had germination for seeds, we would help seeds. That's what the whole process of making a seed sprout. Because a lot of people, they would take the seeds in and they wouldn't sprout, so they'd give them to us, and we could germinate them or make them sprout. And so we would take in their seeds, and then we would give them back good seed or whatever. Anyway, because we had chemicals to make them germinate or sprout. So anyway, we were scientists and metallurgists. Anyway, so that's LS Slate, and LC Slate, which was the German citadel, because we used to germinate seeds and make them grow. And there was this big old farmland out there. Anyway, the water rose and ruined all the farmland and everything else like that because of all the salt. And back in the old days, that's what people used to do a lot. They used to salt other people's farmland to kill them. That's how they used to kill off, people they didn't like. They would throw salt. They called it salting the land, and basically it would make everything die. And then the population would die because they couldn't make food and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so that's Belfast.